Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the channel. I'm the Shotgun Shogun and we are back with another figure review. I don't say unboxing because, well, we went to a new format and, well, we just do reviews on them. And speaking of reviews, this is the Jeanne d'Arc lingerie version. So it's pretty much a swimsuit. Definitely a swimsuit, which goes with the theme. We've had a couple of swimsuits, some casual outfits here recently, but let's take a look at the box like we typically do. Again, this is going to be another one from Funny Nights. I do have a couple of those, and Funny Nights does a lot of the Fate Extella casual versions, and I am definitely digging those. Funny Nights, little hit or miss, but usually they're pretty much a hit. I think I've only had maybe one or two that I've been kind of meh about. But typical Funny Nights fashion, you have the full size figure picture on the side, you've got the close-up on the other side, you've got all of the pictures on the back, which is nice because, like I always say, if it doesn't have a bunch of pictures on the box, I'm very about it. So typical Funny Nights box. So let's get into this figure. Now, if you've seen the Altera version of the Altera figure that I did recently, you will see a lot of similarities in this. Now, there's going to be a different colored base, but as soon as I get her out of here, this one's going to be orange, but it's still going to have that frosted symbol in the middle, and it's also going to have some sparkles on the base as well. I do like when they're a little bit different. If it's always the same, base every single time, I'm kind of like meh. Just give me something new. I like the orange. It's definitely a different one. Now, the thing here is I like the windswept hair look. Now, it could just be sat all the way down, but I think that wouldn't show the action pose. It wouldn't show movement with anything. And that's a really big thing. Now, this Jeanne looks like me in that she doesn't seem to go outside into the daylight very often because she is about as white as a sheet of paper, a white sheet of paper. Very, very white. If she were out in the direct sunlight, this figure would probably blind you with how white this skin is. Typically, with a lot of the figures that I've ran into, they at least like give you like a little bit of tanness, especially if you're going to be like, oh, hey, check this out. She's basically in a swimsuit. She's going out. She's doing some swimming. You know, she's going to get burnt. She needs to put some aloe on for sure. Definitely some sunscreen. Make sure you get that on. But overall, I definitely am feeling the figure. It's interesting because there's like this little halo around her hair where it's like white. It's kind of like it goes from like a blondish down to like a white around the middle and then back down into a blonde with like very little hair gradient anywhere else. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's from wearing her crown all the time, that's like kind of worn off on there, like on her hair. But it seems like a very odd choice. Now I could see if like they did a little bit more gradient in through the hair to kind of make it look like parts were a little bit more lighter blonde than other parts, but I'm definitely not understanding really their thought pattern on that one. One other thing too with the hair further down is it feels like they kind of just caked the paint on. Now that could be just a defect with mine, but there is a lot of spottiness on the paint. It's definitely not a very good paint job on that at all. A little disappointing in that. So overall, let's see. We'll talk about the face next. The face isn't too bad. They definitely, much like a lot of the other figures, they're really accentuating the lips on this one. I don't know why she's wearing so much like pink lipstick that she's got going on there, but not gonna complain too much. The eyes are pretty good. The eyes are very, are pretty well put together. Not too much extra sheen, but not very matte. They're very good. Moving down, tasteful amount of boobage here. Definitely pretty nice. She's got the spill out from the sides, a little bit from the top. However, it doesn't feel like her top is tight enough from the way that it looks that she would have top spillage. But then again, I'm also not a top spillage boob bra expert. So, but if you take a look here at the other side though, the reason why I say that is because you have like a little bit of gap here on the back strap, which I feel like would kind of, you know, make it seem like it's not the tightest thing in the world. But you know what? Hey, artist interpretation, right? So you do have a little bit here on the back, like the sculpting of the actual back muscles themselves. Always a big fan of that. Although it's very hard to see because of just how white this character and this figure is. Going back over here to the front, you do have a nice little bit of that like extra boob cleavage, the kind that you just want to throw something into and get stuck. Or, you know, that's where she could put her Starbucks coffee in order to make that a holder, because that's a thing. Now, moving down to the jacket has quite a bit of movement and feel to it. Now, I don't know if they were trying to like get the feel of like kind of like a white sweater jacket, but the paint again is kind of spotty, not spotty, but like, I don't know, like textured. And I don't know again if that is just a paint defect, like it maybe in the hair, but it just kind of feels a little off, kind of. But I do like the movement in the jacket altogether, like the whole it's down kind of feel. It's got a lot of very good creases sculpt in it. I like the way that she's, you know, that she has it down around by her elbows type of deal. So that's actually pretty nice. They did a pretty good job on that. Her hands aren't too bad, although I don't know like how or why she's got like one finger on her left hand. Like I'm trying to like imitate it, but I literally can't do it with my own hand. So I don't know why she's doing it with her hand. If you at home can do that, like this thing, like I don't know, like send me a picture of you doing it, because I sure can't. You know, like, because you would think like this, but it's not. It's super weird. It's super throwing me off. Her other hand too is like this weird claw type deal going on, and I don't know why. Like she is having like a seizure or something right now, and like just like clawing up. It's not gonna lie, that's definitely like throwing it off for me a little bit. Not only that, but like if you take a look at her pinky right here, like it's all together. There's like no differentiation there, like at all. So hands, not good. You didn't do very good on the hands, Funny Night, but this butt crease right here, you made up for with this butt crease, like that little bit of like panty crease that you got right there in the behind. Pretty good. Plus you got that little bit of you know, booty meat kind of crease in there between the booty and the thigh. So that's pretty good. I do like the detail on the top. And actually, like you probably can't see it, but over here on the side you have like a little bit of top crease as well. So that's kind of neat. That's a definitely a decent one. Oh, I see what she's doing with her hand here. So if you can take a look and you can see, she is like just her claw hand is kind of holding her bottoms out a little bit, like she's about to just do like a little snap of those bottoms. So there's that there. I don't know why the rest of her hand is clawed up, but regardless. One of the other interesting things that you see here is like, even though they didn't have to, they've got a little bit of the tie for the bottoms, just kind of peeking out of the bottom of her jacket there. Unfortunately, unlike the Altera Funny Nights casual version, the sandals are very bland. It does have like a little flower here on the top, but overall, a little more bland. I wish they would have done like a little bit better with that. Maybe like some good thick wedges with something on it. But overall, I'm gonna rate this one a very, very mediocre. It's got some good aspects. It's Jeanne, so you know it's gonna be a waifu figure. But for me, I don't know. I'm gonna rate this one like a 6. Like I definitely don't mind it. It's probably gonna be in the like 125 to 175 range, and I feel like that's if you get this for more than like 125. I feel like it's not worth more than 125. Like 100 to like 125 would be pretty good for this, but anything over that, I feel like you're getting a very mediocre figure for too much money. I wanted to like this because I do like a lot of the other Funny Nights ones, but I feel like there's a lot of things on this that I'm not really getting or don't understand their thought process or just don't really like in general. So anyways, if you guys did like this video though, rate it a 10 out of 10 and hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, and drop me a like and a comment, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, homies. Peace.